What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back with the process for Tuesday, August 2nd. This is the sleepy edition. I believe that my travel for the past 8 or 9 days is finally catching up to me. I'm exhausted, but that doesn't mean we skip out on a show. We got to talk about last night's baseball slate. We're going to talk about the PGA contest for this week's Wyndham Championship. So, without further ado, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. You'll get the goods there, at least soon enough. And then go sign up at PrizePicks, presenting sponsor of this video. Use the promo code AWESEMO, AWESEMO, so that you can get a $100 instant match deposit bonus. You can see it top of the screen, bottom of the screen. If you use that promo code when you sign up, you put in $100, they're going to match with $100. Now, if you only can put in 50, they'll match with 50. You don't get the full 100. And I think you guys should take advantage of that offer. We got a ton of tools that will help you out at price. We've got videos like Eric Lindquist's PrizePicks videos. Go watch those on our channel right now. He has been absolutely crushing the PrizePicks game this season. Do not miss out on those picks. They will certainly help you out with the free money that you will receive. Now, last night, MLB, we're finally getting back to stacking, and we're finally getting back to functional nights. 3 lineups in the top 1%. I got to 41st last night. Very heavy on the Yankees, very heavy on the Guardians. Honestly, I expected a better night. I thought that I was very live for most of the night. Just a couple holes in the lineups that I just could not fill, but I'm very happy with the construction of my lineups. I'm very happy with the general results. Got to 174.7, had another one at 165.7, another one at 161. All 3 of those better than, well, 3 of the 4 better than Adam's best lineup. Wait, no, that's not true. Did I say that wrong? 2 of the 3 better than Adam's best lineup. Then he went down to the 130s, where I'm hanging out here, 150, bunch of 140s. Beat Adam yesterday. That's all that I could really hope for. But honestly, I am really happy here. As you guys can see, here's my exposures on the right-hand side. Very exposed to Scherzer, Luis Garcia, tons of Aaron Judge, who obviously played well. Best play that I had yesterday, 21% Jarren Duran. He went for 20-something. I want to double check it now, but he had a monster day. Yeah, so went for 23 fantasy points at 1% ownership. I had him in 20% of my lineups. 3K leadoff hitter, even though that was against a pitcher that I had a lot of, wasn't in those lineups. Just fit really well. Anytime that you can get that kind of hitter in a leadoff spot at that salary, they're just going to pop a lot because they have such a huge advantage in potential plate appearances. I guess I should add my exposures over to this side. Get rid of some of these columns here. Collapse this so I can just show you guys what I had for yesterday. In terms of overall ownership, was just very, like, Scherzer was the chalkiest pitcher. I went over that number. Had a completely average day. I will take that. I was under on Clevenger, which kind of bummed me out. I was more likely going to Luis Garcia, who, wait, that's not the right Luis Garcia. Where's the real Luis Garcia? Is this just messed up because of Luis Garcia? Man, that name thing is the worst. It should be like is it like the Screenwriters Guild, or yeah, like SAG? You can't, like, Michael B. Jordan wasn't allowed to be Michael Jordan, right? Everybody should have to have an initial if somebody existed before you. It's just too hard. Anyway, everybody that I was exposed to will sort like this. I was exposed to the other Luis Garcia, but tons of Aaron Judge, who is absolutely unstoppable. Honestly, this guy is just, I mean, we're talking like home run, none, 1 homer, 2 homers, 1, none, 1, none, 2, 1, none. Like, he's hitting the dong every day. Even at 6,400, still looks good. I was neutral to the field on John Gray. Ultimately, I would have liked to have a little bit less. I thought I was getting less than the field. It didn't work out that way. And he obviously left the game early. But here's where it starts to sting for me. Because I had a ton of Yankees. Gleyber Torres, full bagel, was in 27% of my lineups. That stung. Full bagel from Melendez. I was pretty heavily exposed to the Royals in comparison to the field. That didn't break well, but the Duran play, unquestionably my best play. Very happy with the Trevino exposure that I had as well. He went for 28. I had enough Jimenez at 33. Highest score yesterday was Jimenez, and I was a bit over the field. Trevino was second over the field. I didn't get to Juan Soto. Was not going to be one-offing anybody from the Nats, that's for sure, at least not with any sort of major volume. Eovaldi, the highest scoring pitcher yesterday. I had 6%, so I guess I can't really be too mad there. Daniel Lynch, though, the replacement for Brad Keller, also went for 26, didn't get there. And then Clevenger, the other guy at 26, very, very good day for him. Didn't have much of these next couple of guys, but Judge, Duran, and then Scherzer. Actually had one lineup with Spencer Watkins, and the most interesting part of that, I'm excited to show this, was my best lineup. One lineup with Spencer Watkins, and it made it all the way to the 41st spot in that mini max. The problem here, Aaron Hicks, awful in a Yankee stack. Kiner Falefa, awful in this Yankee stack. And then the big bummer here, Jose Ramirez, really bad day. Great stack otherwise, though. 28, 18, 23 from Judge, the solo Duran, the two-part Jimenez, 5-2-1 with Duran. I got the Jimenez part right. I got the Duran part right. It's a bummer that Jose Ramirez is the anchor to this lineup. But ultimately, I'm very happy with what I ended up with. Didn't mean to see. I've got the Apple Magic Mouse, and if you tap that thing the wrong way, it just jumps itself back and forth. I like those gestures, but sometimes I forget that I did them, and that's kind of annoying. Shout out to whoever won. BT by B, I guess. I don't know. I'm probably not saying that correctly, but 4-man Yankee stack, 2-man Diamondback stack, 4-2-2 takes it down. It's fine, but ultimately we're back to stacking. Let me show my stack exposures too. I realize that's the one thing I haven't done yet, because we haven't talked about stacking for so long in these streams, and now it's going to be every day. We're going to take a look back at this, so I do want to add my stacks so that we can talk about it and I can show you guys where I was at the moment we got to lock. And that would look like this. I was most heavily exposed to the New York Yankees, which worked out really well. Quite a bit over the field. If I open that up, over on Judge, way over on... Here's the real problem. Way over on Torres, way over on Aaron Hicks. Both guys bageled. Kiner Falefa, way over 3. I got the good day out of Trevino, but the guys that really were able to thrive, Rizzo and LeMahieu, the guys that I need a little bit more of, unfortunately, were the guys that I was just neutral to the field. I picked up a little bit more of the bottom of the Yankees lineup. And then Cleveland, second most exposed team. And both the Yankees and the Indians, I said a bad word. Both the Yankees and the Guardians were owned yesterday, and I got to them either neutral to the field or slightly above. Then my next biggest stand actually ended up okay. It just not in the way that I wanted it to. So 78 fantasy points. Like, it wasn't enough to drive me to the top, but certainly respectable totals. I went to Minnesota. So I had Correa, Garlic, Polanco, Arias, Jose Miranda. Just wasn't enough because Nick Gordon and Gio Urshela were the guys that popped the most. I didn't have those guys. I was just very concentrated to that 1 through 5 for Minnesota. Ultimately didn't get me where I wanted to be. Next team was the Royals, and then it starts to taper off from there. If you're looking at just raw points, Cleveland, the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, and the Orioles all got over 90, all very similar. I didn't get to any of the Dodgers on the late night. That looks like it was a mistake. I didn't get to any of Baltimore. I don't really regret that one at all, but I kind of wish I would have had a little bit more of the Dodgers. That's what the baseball slate looked like last night. Very happy with it. Honestly, I liked my lineup construction. I have dialed in the process so that it's very, very quick. I can generate a little bit more lineups now too. So I don't have to be praying that I get the right kind of exposures by not stacking. So 3 into the top 1%, a bunch more into that top 5%. Unequivocally successful day. But now we got to talk a little bit about golf. And it's funny because it's the exact same contests as last week, which is fine. By the way, I got creamed in golf. We don't need to talk about that. It was just bad. That's golf for you, though. So everything that you see on the screen for the Wyndham this week is the exact same contest structure that we had before. Now I have this sorted by prize pool right now, which is kind of blurry, but if we sort by how well we like these actual contests, if you can get 3K into the pitch and putt, that is what you want to do. Same for the up and down. They're going to be hard. The up and down is going to be the hardest thing you enter, probably. Maybe it's the $10 resurgence, but for me, I'm going to get into the mini max. Am I going to get into the mini max? Yeah, let's get into the mini max. So I'm going to get into the mini max. That's $75. And then I'm going to get into the hybrid, the caddy, and I'm going to do the albatross, and that'll take me to $101. 34.8 times my buy-in in the aggregate. So we're going to do 150 into the mini max, 3 entries into the hybrid, another one into the caddy, another one into the albatross. But if you're playing and you are limited in funds even more so, the $33 dogleg at slightly reduced rake is the single entry contest. It's what people want the most, right? We hear it all the time in chat and in like comment sections of videos or Twitter replies that people think that if you're entering 150 lineups, you're a talentless hack and you don't deserve to be playing DFS. I mean, I'm well aware that that take is terrible, and those people are never going to get this. However, if this is what you're looking for, a $33 entry to the dogleg, single entry, 2,100 people, 60K prize pool, this contest is fantastic. I really recommend getting in it. Like, I might get in it on my own outside of the purview of this, but if I'm playing $100, you can see what I want to do. This dogleg contest is great. The combination, if you're trying to play $100 for real and don't want a ton of lineups, $93 to get a dogleg entry and a 20 max into the birdie is the best you're going to do at lower dollar entry fees for golf. That'll give you 21 lineups to sweat. It's golf, so building 21 lineups by hand, like let's say you're not a fantasy cruncher person. You should be, but let's say you're not. 21 lineups by hand in golf where you have multiple days to take care of this. I don't think that's like the craziest endeavor in the world. The percentage of the entries that you have in that contest when you enter is minimal. So it's soft competition, great payout structures. You can't really ask for anything more from the dogleg and the birdie. I just simply want to play 150 lineups. And for me to do that, I have to get into the mini max. And once I burn that $75, I can either do one into the dogleg or take a couple shots at the smaller hybrid caddy and albatross. And I just want to broaden my scope a little bit more than just the single bullet for the dogleg. But dogleg and birdie as a combination, honestly, I personally should just do both. And it's not out of the realm of possibility that that's what I do, where I do register for the dogleg and the birdie, but we pay closest attention to the mini max hybrid caddy and albatross. But those are the best contests you can get into. The drive the green is the most attainable contest for most people. That's going to be the $5 150 max, 83,000 entries. So to get to that, a top 1% entry is the top 830. There's a lot of wiggle room there, but it'll be like only 0.2% of your entries make that up. It's 750 to max, a little bit more manageable than like the 3K if you wanted to get into the pitch and putt. Payout structure looks fantastic. If you can get into the drive to green, go for it. Otherwise, dogleg and birdie, or join me in the mini max. 14 minutes. Can't believe I've been talking that long. I'm exhausted, folks. That's going to do it. No strategy show for me. I will be on the deeper dive with Adam tonight at 4:45. So tune into that one. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell, all that good stuff. We'll look at baseball contests tomorrow. We'll look at MMA contests on Thursday, probably back to baseball on Friday. If there's anything else that you guys ever want to see, let me know in the comments section of this video. Shout out to PrizePicks for being the sponsor. Good luck on everything you guys do today. I'll talk to you again tomorrow.